Welcome guys back to another episode of F1 Manager 23. This is episode 7. We are at the dreaded Monaco Grand Prix. Got a smile on my face though because I'm definitely pumped and ready for this race. Let's get into it. As you can see, we're still comfortably in 4th, nearly double the points of Alpine and chasing the tails of Mercedes. We had a great upgrade last time out and it certainly helped the guys out. Now we come to the streets of Monaco where things can get tricky. I've just noticed that Bottas actually has a development point, so we'll head out to there first and see where we can upgrade him. So with the car getting faster, I think we're going to go on defending. We want to build that up so that he makes sure he keeps them Mercedes behind, especially George Russell. You know, he's the one that gets us every time. And you can see Zhao still not had any more upgrade points. And Dennis Hauger does have one as well, so let's see, where would we like to improve him? Ooh, I think we'll go for reactions. It's quite low, probably time to start building that up. So yeah, we'll check out, see if we've got any new parts coming at all or any updates in the inbox. So no inbox items there, only 4 days until the practice session came about, so there wasn't likely to be much. We just get back onto our usual performance targets. You can see as well Hamilton holds the record of 112.9. Well, and we'll see if that can be broken today. Qualifying position, number of drivers, qualifying 10th. We know we're going to bump that up to 2 because we know Zhao has got it in him. Reach Q2. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And our race target, we're never going to go for fastest lap. And we just need to finish one more race in the top 12 and we get a nice and lovely $900,000. So without further ado, I'm going to head to practice, but you guys are going to see qualifying. See you in a moment. So that's the end of our practice sessions. I think I was a little overconfident in there. You can see Bottas consistently 6th throughout, but Zhao went between 11th, 9th and 11th, and I was home for both cars into the top 10. So yeah, it's gonna be a little tricky. I'm just gonna go away and sort out their setup confidence. Zhao's a lot lower than I was expecting there, so yeah, just need to figure out what I'm doing with them and we'll get straight into Q1. So one positive for us is we look like we have a great setup on both cars. Downside is there's absolutely no straight line speed in those setups because optimally around Monaco, straight line speed's not really that important until you want to actually overtake. So it's definitely going to be an interesting one here. So the difficulties of Monaco are already starting to come out, and as you'd probably expect, that difficulty is traffic. And they just can't seem to get away from it at all. Bottas, I'm already worried about his caught Vettel at the end of this last lap. It has been an ongoing issue. I tried to send Zhao out for a second lap in the middle, still got held up by a Mercedes. So there's a losing battle here. It's so difficult to time it right. And then you get the session, well, the checkered flag is out. Bottas is right behind Vettel, so he's surely going to be slowing down. Yeah, I think we're there. It was safe to say that he's not improving his lap. We're gonna have to keep ignoring that. And they'll cross the line safely through into the top 10 at the moment. Obviously, it's only the bottom 5 that get dropped. But it's traffic. That is our big issue. 6/10 difference between our drivers, and then another 6/10 from Bottas at the top. Outdid Mercedes, which is a positive. But yeah, bit of a tricky one there. Let's see how we get on in Q2. So we tried once again to avoid traffic, but it looks like Sainz might be the one to get in our way. I cannot seem to time this. It is so tricky. You can see there's not many people out on track, yet it could be right around this last section. I'm so nervous. Come on, Bottas. Don't get, you're going to get held up, aren't you? You can just see it going. Go. I think he's just avoided being out there, so he improves his time, which is good. And so does Zhao a little bit. It's tricky, this one. It's very tricky. So with having set our expectations as Zhao and Bottas both to get through to Q3, Zhao is a little bit on the risky side. I know there's a big gap, but I imagine that was traffic. I've tried to take him out just behind Bottas to get a little bit of a DRS boost, possibly. Might not be quite close enough for it, but that's the aim. We'll see where they come out. You can see the track map is a little bit off. They don't quite align with where the drivers are going. Looks like they go right through the casino, and I have timed. No, I've not timed badly because we're on the flying lap. and it's going to, of course, tell us fuel. I don't know why this keeps happening, because it's been set up the same as it always has. So they come across the line. Bottas doesn't improve. Zhou does improve just a little bit. And I may have got in the way of a few drivers in the way around. Oh, could have held them up. That's it. I'm not going to complain. I'm saying nothing. Saying absolutely nothing. So hopefully those guys are going to not push us out. We'll have a look. We'll just wait and see. We'll skip it along a little bit and watch the drivers come across the line. Yep, that's the checkered flag, blah, blah, blah. So Bottas 5th, Zhou 9th. He's still 9th. It can't be pushed out now. Oh, that is a close one. So we have got both cars through to Q3. It's going to be a very interesting last session and race. So I sent them out on their first lap ahead of anyone else completely in the hope that helps us. I think it's just given us a decent lap. Bottas does the exact same time he previously did in Q2. And Zhou does go quicker than he had previously. Ahead of a few of the drivers there. We're not going to beat the Ferraris and the Red Bulls. As said, our competition is with Mercedes to an extent. You know, we can compete with them. And if they're going to hold each other up like they just have there, we're not going to complain. And you see Russell 2.7, Hamilton 8/10 off. It's, yeah, it's okay. Zhou in 7th would be a good start. I think it's more looking like a 9th, though, with Sainz and Russell being so far down. We're going to have to be careful, though, because I'm going to have to slow down the time in a second, because cars are about to go out in probably 3-minute mark. Right, let's send Zhou out first. Oh, I've just got caught up in pressing it as they went out, so we will get out. Just behind. Bottas actually got in front, even though I sent him out second. So we'll see if anything can change in this final qualifying. Obviously, this in itself almost is like the race, because this is where decisions and positions are almost decided at Monaco. We're not going any quicker than we previously had. And yeah, it's going to come up with this. So we're just going to watch it because I can't be bothered with the second message coming up as well. Yeah. Oh, and then it changes anyway. So Bottas comes round that final corner in Monaco. I don't think he's going to improve. Russell didn't go ahead of Bottas. That's a good sign. He crossed the line and it's no better. Zhou not improved either, but he is ahead of Ocon, crucially. So 5th and 9th is going to be our starting positions unless Hamilton is on a flying lap. He is. Where'd he go? He goes ahead of Russell, but not us. Crucially ahead of the Mercedes there. So there we have it, guys. The Red Bulls both split by 2 Ferraris. So 1st and 4th for them, Ferrari 2 and 3. Then comes the Alfa Romeo of Valtteri Bottas. Just ahead of the Mercedes. Absolutely flying against them. And then we actually have Peter Gasly. He's not been up competing with us often in qualifying, so he has just pipped Zhou Guan Yu there, and Ocon obviously rounding off the final top 10. So next step is to get into our strategy, so we'll take a look and see what that is, because that's the only other factor I think is really going to affect our Monaco Grand Prix. So we've gone for the C strategy. This is an alternative one. Apparently it's a minute quicker. My thought is that, you know, starting on the hard tire, if we have a safety car midway through the race, maybe we could possibly switch strategies, and ultimately people aren't probably going to get past us very easily, so we can hold up cars and then be on the faster tire at the end. I seem to remember in real life Monaco the overcut was strongest, but I'm really not going to know with this one. Traffic is going to play such a part in this race. So it's going to be an interesting one. We'll see what kind of highlights we do get in the end. But yeah, let's make sure we get into this race and enjoy it.
It's sunny and bright as the drivers line up on the grid. And there's Valtteri Bottas. A top 10 position today, but will they be able to capitalize on it? And there's Zhou. Down the grid. They might not be in the top 3 spots, but things could change fast once the race gets underway. The race start is mere seconds away. time for one of the most exciting races in the world. This is the Monaco Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
I think Crofty's a bit wrong there about the most exciting one of the most exciting races in the world. But hey, oh no, Russell's gone down the inside of Bottas. Zhao has gained 2-3 places. I hope we can watch a replay of that coming up. But he has gone up to 7th. Yeah, let's have a look at that. I was curious because I was so focused on Bottas there. So he's just a car behind the Mercedes there. They got held up on the left-hand side. I don't know what happened to Hamilton there, but he just didn't pull away, and that caused a concertina behind him. Great stuff from Zhao. Oh, the guys are all celebrating.
The team are clearly delighted.
Back into the action now. Bottas just behind Perez. It didn't get taken by Russell in the end. And then Zhao just right up behind Russell. You'll see we've not set up to push the tyres. That's because on strategy, it was looking like they were going to be very much on the edge of tyre wear. So I wasn't willing to do that. But things can very much change in this race quickly. Zhao having to defend from Hamilton. We obviously don't have much straight line speed. It's all in the corners for us. Gonna have to keep an eye on that because I don't want him to lose that second mark, and he already is close to. So I'm already making a difficult decision and making him push. Bottas virtually the same with Perez. I reckon we've started on the opposite tire. Yeah, look at that. Nobody else really on the hards. That'll be what's caused that. Not complaining though, because that's what we wanted ultimately. We wanted to be on an alternative strategy as our way to gain even more points. We're just going to push Bottas a little bit. I'd rather not come out of DRS. And Zhao has caught up a little bit to Russell, but he's got Hamilton firing all cylinders right up behind his ass. Up his gearbox. 9/10 is the gap, so Zhao in these sectors able to gain the time back where our straight line speed is not needed. Bottas, however, not able to do the same, and you can see Perez is still pulling away. Keep an eye on this. Obviously, we do have ERS, which we can use. May use that on both the drivers. Make sure they're definitely caught up. It's going to be a track where it should be easy enough to save ERS as well as use it. However, using it to overtake is a very different matter indeed as they go flying around the swimming pool section. You can see both drivers have caught up now using ERS. Good stuff. As I said, just want to make sure for this third lap that we are in DRS zone. 6/10 for Bottas now. Easily closing up. Let's have a look at Zhao. 5/10 to the Mercedes. He's the one in a Mercedes sandwich now, rather than Russell in an Alfa Romeo sandwich. Just going to keep them on deploy, but keep an eye on them. Going on board with Bottas, just see how close he gets. See with Zhao as well. Zhao is a lot closer, but I don't think he'll attempt to move. Getting very close though. Bottas lining himself up nicely for the DRS zone. Perez no longer in his DRS range for Sainz. This could be a really good opportunity for him. Just needs to stick right up the rear end. One of the shortest straights on the calendar. He's got to make most of his exit here. Will he do anything? He is right up behind him. But can he get a move? He's going to think about it. Down the inside. He goes for it. Is it going to be enough? I don't think so. Zhao as well goes from the outside of Russell and makes that move stick. And Bottas has got Perez up the top of the hill. I'm going to need replays for both. I'm so taken by that. Let's have a look at Zhao. There at the start. So going around the outside. Not normally a place people look to do in Monaco. But oh yeah, what a great move that was. You're exactly right there, Crofty. He did make it look easy. Oh, wow. Christ, getting all excited there. Don't need to see that. So, Zhao now up into 6th. Bottas up into 4th. I'm going to have Bottas just drop down to neutral for a little bit. Save his ERS momentarily. Zhou, however, I'm going to keep on deploy. See if he can start to catch up to the back of Perez now. Bottas still got a bit of work to do, but I can't really push him entirely. Actually, no, Zhou's going to have to stop as well. We may have to start saving some of the ERS, or at least just waiting until we regain it on the main straight. Well, each new lap, that's what I mean. Get it correct, Jay, come on. Which is really good, and in actual fact, you know, we've almost got an opportunity to possibly get a podium here. But we gotta slow down on the tyre usage. He's only a second behind. Perez is going to be coming back, but is he going to be close enough? Crucially, no, and Bottas stays defensive into turn 1. Zhou, similar position, goes defensive. Ultimately, Perez going for a move there. I was about to say ultimately, Bottas keeping a decent gap to Sainz, but now with a lot of defending, it's slowing down. Zhou nearly at the 3-second mark because of it. They're all still quite close. A pit stop later in the race is going to be crucial with every car this close. Ideally, we want them to go early so they get caught in traffic and we can pull away. Let's see if we can just use... Oh, no, use a little bit of deploy, not defend. Not what I meant to do there. Zhou can't really do anything. I'm going to actually have him harvest some if he can. See if Bottas can just use a little bit to catch back up with Sainz. Don't want to lose this much time, but Perez is close. And he's using that up. This is going to be close. It's going to be very close. Perez going to go round the outside. He doesn't there. Like, let's quickly harvest this energy. Is Perez going to get him up the hill? He's still thinking about it. And there's Zhou being overtaken by Russell. Unfortunately, it was a little bit inevitable with us having to save ERS. We used up a bit too much in our attacking moves. Bottas still charging there along with Zhou. Just gonna have to crucially wait a little bit longer. Zhou managed to actually lose a place in the swimming pool. Sorry, not the swimming pool, in the chicane. I didn't see it coming. I didn't even notice it had happened until a bit too late. Yeah, saving ERS has been a bit tricky. You see, he tried so hard to keep that position, but through there is such a risky place. Team not happy about that. But yeah, we will get back into good positions, but we just needed to save that little bit of ERS. We are starting to see the effects of the hard tire now. Zhou is getting very much harassed by Ocon and Gasly. Bottas is not quite in the same position, but he's starting to lose his gap to Perez. It is about holding on at this point. We've got a strategy game in place. We need to make sure our tires last a lot longer than those mediums. We've obviously abused them a little bit. See, Latifi, the only other driver on hards. Maybe that's a sign that it's not a good strategy. We'll keep an eye out for that. But yeah, it's going to be a difficult one for these guys. Especially Zhou here. He's going to be very weak to an attack. Does fend them off for a little bit longer. Not that I'm laughing or anything, but Latifi has already been lapped. You can see he's there, and where's Bottas? Just ahead of him. That is quite embarrassing. He's 40 seconds behind Albon. I've not seen any notifications saying a driver's gone wide or anything. He's just that slow. Oh my god, something has actually happened in the Monaco Grand Prix. We've had a crash on track, apparently. Wait and see what that is. That Schumacher at turn 1. We've had nothing really going in this race. A typical Monaco. He just... Oh, he just kind of lost the rear end. I'm assuming he's still in the race, though, unfortunately. Where is he? Oh, he's limping around, though. Very much limping around. Is he going to retire? What's going to happen when the other guys catch up with him? Sounds a bit rattly. Oh, he's slowing them right down. I'm curious. Oh my, look how slow he's going. Is everyone just going to catch up with Mick Schumacher and that's going to be it? We're just in a slug train behind him. Surely they're gonna go past him now. Oh, he's moved out the way. He has moved out the way. And somebody got caught very much behind him. That was the Aston Martin. He's just rattling along. So he's going to probably retire, I assume, at the end. Oh, is that Verstappen caught with him? Oh, he's got a lot of issues. Don't want him to cause issues when Bottas comes around. Be okay if it's Perez he caused issues for. I'm happy to catch Perez. Oh, nice. Nice. That's what I like to see. Yes. Perez going lovely and slow. Here comes a magical Bottas. Can he catch? Can he get past Mick Schumacher? Probably not. Everyone else can't. No, we get caught nicely behind him. All that time just made up by Mick Schumacher. Lost once again. Oh, this is even slower than Perez. Oh, there we go. Finally lets us past. So the question is, does he pit? Does he not? I would assume he just retires. Feel like that car is pretty slow right now. I'm curious now more than anything because I've not seen a car go this slow on track after an accident. He is going in for a pit stop, I think. Oh, Red Bull's coming in. Oh, that's some insights there. Probably Verstappen, I imagine. Right, they're going for a change. Just a change of tires? Did they fix the car? Is it going to suddenly be not dribbling out of the pits? Let's have a look. He comes out of the first corner. He's looking a bit quicker. No more dribbling Schumacher. Ooh, that's probably the wrong term to use actually about a Schumacher. Oops. Well, let's get back to our race. Bottas, yep, in 5th, 6 seconds behind Perez, not doing very much of the moment. Zhou still in 8th. He's managed to get a gap from the cars behind, but ultimately not catching the Mercedes. It was Verstappen in the pits. So yeah, we'll get ahead of some of these cars, and hopefully these guys have an early pit stop is going to affect them. I don't think he's going to come out in any traffic though. The only car that's going to be in his way is Bottas. Curious to see if Bottas can get out ahead of him. I don't think he will. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be mighty close. He does. Woo! Hamilton also in the pits now. This is where traffic will affect him more than it will affect Zhou, which is what I'm happy to see. Here he comes out. There's going to be a few cars coming. I think he's going to get held up. That's what I want to see. Yep, that's 1, 2 behind, past him. Possibly might get overtaken by the next one. Who is that? That's Mick Schumacher. He's a lap down, so not really going to affect him. Oh, yeah, there we go. So, lovely stuff. Pit stops. That is our riveting highlights at the moment at the Monaco Grand Prix. Let's see if we can get to our own pit stops. So I think it's safe to say at this point we are the train master and nobody is getting past us, and maybe it'll change now, but we spent about 4 laps in the lead just because nobody can get past Bottas. It's been quite the performance. He's obviously gaining absolutely 0 quality from this and or position, probably losing position at this rate. But I'm going to take it. We're going to absolutely take it. And yeah, just watch him go round and round and getting a bigger train. So I was getting ready to say we have the newest addition to our train, but Verstappen has got past as Perez is just catching. It's about to happen. We're just going to have to hope that going onto the soft tyre at the end really gives us a big boost. But we'll see. We'll see. So guys, I don't want to say our position is bad, but we are further behind everyone than when they went into the pit stops. So Bottas was 6 seconds behind Perez when he pitted. Now he's 17 seconds. I have not just messed up, I think. I have thoroughly fucked the job, would be the correct terminology, I think. Yeah, I think Zhou might have to pit on the same lap as Bottas, because ultimately it is going very bad. I think he will pit in the same lap. Yep. This is not what I was hoping for. Alright, let's see where we come out after the pit stops and hope that these soft tyres are going to absolutely wreck the grid and put us in a better position, because this is not good. It said it was a minute quicker. I've turned out to be probably close to like 2 minutes slower. Yeah, I probably should have kept an eye on the times we were doing, but ultimately what am I going to do? What, just change to the medium tire? I think that would have benefited us at all. So we have lost another place as Bottas comes out, probably about to get unlapped and then relap that person. So Zhao's gone in, he's 12th. Yeah, that already 12th. Not the best of starts to our last or our only pit stop strategy. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. I feel like messed up would be the best terminology for this, to put it lightly. Zhao's in 14th. That is awful. We were in 4th and 7th at one point. Now we're in 7th and 14th. I'm gonna skip along, just hope for the best. Oh my god, that's Verstappen behind him, isn't it? That's no. Wait, that's Perez. So Zhao has been lapped. Zhao has now been lapped. I'm just a little bit more depressed. First positive, Bottas got fast lap of the race. Soft tires doing a good job. Negative for Zhao, he is catching everyone, and at the same time that means he's not going to be able to unlap himself. Next positive, Bottas has got right up behind Russell and is looking pretty feisty for getting past. Negative, Zhao is just stuck behind Norris and not doing anything. Oh, I don't like this. Come on, Bottas, I believe in the power of the Finns. What's he gonna do? He's gonna go down the inside. Is he gonna make the move stick? He does. He moves back up a position. Is he gonna actually make it stick? Because we now got a lapped car coming up ahead, and that is gonna mightily mess it all up. Let's see. Who is that? That's probably Ricardo. Will Ricardo move out the way? No, he won't. He's just gonna sit in the apex and just be a problem. You really need horns in Formula 1 cars, don't you? Just to beep people out the way. Out of this corner, I'm assuming he will move to the side. There we go. Only 11 more seconds to catch Hamilton. Hey, look at that. These soft tires are doing really well. Compared to the hards, absolutely easy to catch these cars. What is that, 5 laps, 11 seconds? We'll take that. Is he going to take Hamilton? Hamilton goes defensive straight away. Should be an easy move for Bottas, but he's just going to tuck in behind rather than go for the move on the inside. But he will get past him soon, and then we'll be up into 5th. And then we only have 26 seconds to gain Perez in 13 laps, which, again, isn't impossible. Zhao just plodding along. He's got 7 seconds to catch the next car. Could use the lapped cars to gain on that. Zhao might, you know, get a point if he's lucky. One more time. Bottas right behind Hamilton. Is he going to attempt it this time? There's a lot more space and it's going to be easy for him. Up into 5th place. How are the tires doing? We're just going to have to stick on what we've got.
Good job, good job.
There we go. So up into 5th. So Bottas, he's doing well for his side of it. Zhao, yeah, we'll just say yeah. We'll just say yeah. So in actual fact, I've just noticed Zhao has caught up with 10th and 11th. So yeah, there is still a decent opportunity for him to get some points out of this. It's just a shame it's a little bit of a train now. But yeah, we'll take that. I mean, if he finishes 10th, it's a position less than where he started. So somewhere in the midst of the Monaco Grand Prix, Verstappen has started the final lap. If you have a look at the overview, yeah, Verstappen's just come up the hill. Cars are everywhere. We've got 16th ahead of 13th, ahead of 6th, ahead of 14th. It's, yeah, interesting to say the least. Unfortunately for Zhao, he's just been following Magnussen for about 6 laps. Doing not very much. And I can't push, well, I could, yeah, let's see what you can do. This will be Zhao's last lap. He won't get to go round again because he has been lapped. So we just gotta hope down that tunnel section maybe he can do something there. We'll put him on everything. Bottas, to be fair to him, he caught in about 10 seconds in about 7 laps, 8 laps. So I'll give him credit there. But yeah, he's actually just behind Zhao. Of all things. Come on, Zhao. I believe in you. You have something to prove. Get a point. Get a point! No, he's not going to get a point, is he? No way he's managing this.
Copy.
He's gonna get right up behind him. But he's not gonna make any move into the swimming pool section. We've had no crashes in the Monaco Grand Prix. Everyone has survived. I don't like that. Monaco's about, you know, accidents, safety cars, and watching what happens after that. And then rain. Rain is a great thing in Monaco, but it doesn't look like we get any of that. And they're gonna cross the line in 12th. Oh. And there's Bottas. Bottas 5th and fastest lap. Give him the credit, he's flying. So he does better than Mercedes, but not Zhao. So we're going to lose points to them in the constructors, unfortunately. So we can see the final results now. Not a lot of position changes up and down the field, which was to be expected. Latifi finished a lovely 4 laps behind. Everyone was lapped up until 8th position. Yeah, wow, that's domination to say the least. But Sainz and Charles Leclerc swapped positions, and that kind of kept, well, the top 8 basically stayed the same. Still 2 Ferrari, 2nd and 3rd. And ultimately, we got the fastest laps. We got an extra point. We have a look at the drivers. We're still ahead of the Mercedes with Valtteri Bottas. He's in 5th in the drivers. That's amazing. He's not the furthest away from Perez. He's not going to catch him by any means, but it's still cool. He's had 2 fast laps this season. And Zhao, unfortunately, is getting caught by Gasly. Has been dropped by Ocon a little bit there. And in the constructors, we still gain from Alpine, who only got 3 points this weekend, but we lose out a little bit to Mercedes. So Zhao earned a development point, so we're going to use that here. I think we're going to go for a bit of cornering. Yay! Overall rating upgrade. He's 80 now. Woo woo! Oh, that took long enough. The description from the board is exceeding race expectations. That is what we wanted to see. And look at that, 4th in the constructors by a long shot at the moment is great. You can see on the upcoming events we have a design being completed, so we can pop that front wing on possibly for Baku. It's going to be a tight one, but we're going to try it. And yeah, things are looking great to see. It may have been, it's probably a shorter video because there was not a lot happening in Monaco Grand Prix. But that was to be expected. We knew this episode would come round. But Baku, I think, is definitely going to be an interesting one. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure to leave a like down below. It really helps the video out. And I hope to see you for the next one in Baku. So take care until then.